Welcome to Band-Aid RC, brought to you by Julio, which is me. We're asking what's in the box. Looking at these cars here, any ideas what might be in the box? First, let me tell you a little story. The first story is that first, there was one. The first one was this car. Now, that was a 2016, what was it though? WLToys 1440011. And then there was two. They upgraded it to a long wheelbase, this 2S machine, 3-in-1 ESC receiver. The same here, but they put the longer wheelbase and the car went nuts. And I've loved driving this car. It's one of the biggest jumping 2S cars that I've had. I've yet to drive this yet. Stay tuned. I will be making a video. And then there was three. This is an exact replica of this, but instead of the 3-in-1 2S motor, I believe it's a 550, I think. Don't quote me, don't know. And the same setup in here, just a longer wheelbase. But this allows it to take it to 3S, which is all separate components. You get your ESC, your receiver, and your brushless motor, and I believe a little tiny servo. Got a separate servo there, and one there. So, yeah, they're all the same still. Again, I ask, what could possibly be in the box? I mean, everything went from one to the other. I mean, this took off, everybody loved it, and then everybody loved the other, and then everybody loved the other. And I'm still going to get the desert buggy of the other one. Now, these are usually 2S. Any ideas, anybody?
I forgot what it was called, but in my mind, I call it the mini Typhoon.
The mini Typhoon.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking about.
The mini Typhoon. Okay, she's going with the mini Typhoon. What do you got there, Kat?
I'm just thinking a bigger version of these.
A bigger version of these. I suppose that's pretty good.
I mean, based on the box, it looks like a step up in size, so.
Well, I think this is just the outer box that it came in. You got one.
Jeez, I guess I'm gonna have to go with Sis on this one. She was right the last time, so I'm gonna go with her.
And what was it?
A mini Typhoon or something like that.
A mini Typhoon. You mean the armor Typhoon? Oh,
Yeah.
See clear.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
So, guys, what it is a Rlaarlo.
Okay.
That's
And
it.
you're right,
what?
it's kind of a mini Typhoon, but it's actually in your color.
Yep.
So go ahead and take a look.
Cool.
I was also sort of correct because it's a size bigger than those ones.
Right, and from what I understand, this thing is extremely fast, takes a 3S, and has a bunch of, and it's very durable, and just all around, supposedly, a bigger upgrade from what I read of the specs. I wish I could remember at the moment. From what I read of the specs, this car is overall faster, better, and everything. They just basically upgraded the WLToys. And a lot of these companies are all the same company, working for almost the same entity, just a little different branch here, different branch there. Not bad with the shocks, that's for sure. They come oil filled. We got a note. What's the note say? Remove the transparent protective film before driving. I don't always do that because it does save on your body. But thanks for the little tip. Let's take a look inside. See what we're dealing with. I will say it's a car that comes with a pack of goodies. You can take a look at that too. Yeah, let's take a look at that first. See what we got. I'm gonna take her for a bash and see how good she really is. Yes, I remember now. This here is a bumper. and you will need it if you're gonna do 3S for sure. It's a kind of a scoop because the car goes so fast that it wheelies all the time, no matter what speed. One of them cars, over 60 or whatever. It's got a little fix-it bag with some extra clips, which could work for any one of these cars. Actually, they trade them out probably. Them little tag things help. You could probably just buy the tag things and throw them on clips. That's cool. Comes with a little screwdriver. I usually take these little screwdrivers, just use them for venting tires. I'll heat it up with a torch and just poke it in. These are the hexes. These are the wheel nuts that go on the end. And what do we got? There they are. That's what that is.
The hubcap?
Basically, it's a fitter for the size of the tire. In other words, you use this wheel nut to fit the ring in. Traxxas does this a lot with like the Traxxas Max, and I believe I know the Traxxas Max has it, and it's a ring that allows you to put like a certain size tire on it, and you use a smaller nut. You got extra arms in case they break. From what I've seen on YouTube, whatnot, looked at, they really don't break often. This bumper, you definitely probably need that. I seen one guy crack his car up. And we got some extra CVDs.
Cool.
One CVD and one dog bone. They are dog bones in the back and CVDs in the front. But you can probably throw that in the back and have one CVD in the back. Let's see what else you get here. So yeah, that's pretty decent. Comes with a bumper. Comes with some extra of these. So they were thinking ahead. And then we got this 2800 7.4 battery. Now, I've bought batteries this size, and they're definitely pretty decent. Longer run time than 1,000. I've also had 2S cars with 2,000. 2800, not bad. Alright, let's take a look under the hood. Bam. First of all, it's purple. My wife's favorite color. And I happen to like it. It actually looks pretty good. Oil fill shocks. I say that's pretty good because for ripping and stuff, you want it just a little bit soft. But can it stand up on its own? Yes, it can. But does it come up all the way? No, it doesn't. That's fine. Maybe a little tighter might be okay, but not really a little tighter. I mean, you can see that, yeah, she bottoms out. Not bad, though. See what we got here. That's not bad at all. It's got a little bit of sinkage to it. Can it stand up? Yeah. These might need to be loosened just a hair. These might need to be tightened just a hair. That's the way I do mine. Everybody does their own thing, but I find that your shocks can break sometimes if you don't set them right, as I found out earlier today. So yeah, let's take a look at this. This is a brushless system, same as this one. It's a step up. 1, 2, 3, bam. It's supposed to be another step up. And that's the way I see it. Rlaarlo did a pretty good job on this particular car. Now, let's take a look. Brushless. This one comes with a heatsink. We got a servo. Looks like the same, but we got some kind of heavy duty something here. I don't know what that is. Is that a cat pack? I have no idea, but this one does not have it. This is actually a 3-in-1 with the ESC and receiver. Wow, I didn't realize that. This is all separate components. You got your 3S ESC, and then you got your receiver with your antenna on the side here. So then it's separate, and then your servo, your motor. It's all separate. This here has your receiver and your thing. Now, I'm gonna have to get me a little screen cover for that, and maybe even change out that fan. It's a small ass fan, but I'll find a size. Put some nice fans in there, nice screens. So as we take a look at it, another thing about this particular car is that it's made out of carbon fiber chassis, which is actually way stronger than any of this. But if it did break, there's no bending it back. It breaks like glass. But so I don't know if there's any other cars, but I've never heard of a car that had carbon fiber chassis. unless you order it separate. And carbon fiber shock towers are definitely probably about 4 times stronger than even 775 aluminum. That's carbon fiber chassis, and there are some differences here. Obviously, you got different tires. I do believe these are oil fill shocks to recall. Do these have oil fill shocks? Yeah, I believe they do. This one, I think they all do, really. That's what they feel like. Yeah, definitely feel plush, especially this one. Real plush. This one here feels broke. And here's the brushed 2S WLToys. God, I don't remember the number for this one. We call it the Fierce, though. There she is, the Fierce. And there's a blue Fierce, too. That's a brushless. I actually do have that car. I just can't find it at the moment. It's exactly like this, but it's blue. And it has actually a 3S brushless version of this. I do recall the setup is the exact same thing as this for this. It's just a longer wheelbase. Everything's exactly the same as you can see here, except this would be the same brushless motor, same everything over to this. And it's blue. This is the original WLToys. 011 whatever 11411235600. So there it is. And I used to know all these before. I can't really remember at the moment. And there she is, guys. Stay tuned for the videos. I'm going to be running this 2S original WLToys. I've never even ran it. I have ran this. This thing was a blast. I threw it on the ramp. Jump over. Could possibly jump over your head. Believe it or not, I haven't tried this one either, so I'm going to try this EA 814, which is actually a replica of this, but 3S style. What is up with this thing? I have no idea, except it's on the wrong car. And then this thing makes the body not want to go on right. So there's that. And then, there we go. So if we were to go in order of step-ups, except we're missing the blue, because I like shorter wheelbase, so I would put this one up above the blue, although this car on 3S would probably be really cool. This car on 3S is probably going to be a little uncontrollable, but I still prefer the shorter wheelbase because I like to try to get wheelies and I like to try to get flips. Long wheelbase is fun rippage. This would go, if we had the blue Fierce here, this would go here.
I noticed that they have different track base.
Yeah. And she's right, the car is built and designed just like the Armored Typhoon. If you look at this, this is boxing just like this. Almost the same design. But this really is a replica of the Typhoon. That's pretty decent. Rlaarlo, looks like you got a pretty good car here. Definitely will be checking it out. If it's any good, I'll take a look at some of your other stuff. Rlaarlo reached out to me and wanted me to do a review on one of their cars. I just never really got around to it. Maybe I'll do a review on that car. I'm signing out. Have a good day, everybody. Good night, whatever time it is for you. If you can, get a hold of one and rip a car. Just remember, it overheats the engine ripping more than it does flipping.